guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back with our Polaris Xpedition Adventure 5. And I want to talk about a few products that a lot of people aren't talking about in a lot of the Facebook groups and the forums and stuff, because they're pushing products that they're getting sponsored by, or else they're getting the deal because they want to talk about the products and stuff. And one thing is like, I'm not sponsored. I don't have a discount code. I don't have any of that. I pay full price retail for the stuff that I have on here. But it's been tested and proven and tried from me in the past with my Turbo Razor, my Razor XP 1000, my Pro XP4 machines. So it's just products that I continue to use because I never had an issue and I never had a problem with them. One thing that is our suspension, our A-arms. The A-arms that we use is Jake Moorhead A-arms. We've used them for years because we trust them. We never had one break. We never had one bend. And I don't like the looks of the HCR and everybody else that's building them, that they're trying to use square tubing now. I just feel that they're big and bulky and they're a lot heavier than using the round DOM tubing. Shock therapy. We've used shock therapy for many years, and that goes from spring kits, spring rate kits, to their tie rods, their BDS pin delete kits, and products like that. And you know, Assault Industries, we've used those in the past for all of our fender liners here on the inside, just because they are a very good quality made aluminum. But then I also like the aesthetics of them as well, because they add like little I don't even know what you would really call that, honestly. It's just looks good. But form and functionality is there, and it's not just all about looks. So I'm going to take you underneath the wheel well here and talk about some of the products and show you what they are and what we run and why we run them. Okay, now that we're here in the wheel well, you're going to see our tie rods here. This is the BDS pin delete. You actually have to get rid of the tapering inside your knuckle right here to be able to allow a 3/4 inch stainless steel sleeve that fits down into there. They do supply spacers to be able to space your sleeve to the correct distance that it needs to be in the knuckle, and that's all included in the instructions. We run Keller ball joints. I love Keller ball joints just because of the fact, and the point is if I break one out on the trail, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes just to replace the ball portion of it. You know, a 15 millimeter wrench and a 15 millimeter socket to pull that out. And then I just carry an adjustable and I can pull this out and put a whole new ball and socket back in there within 10 to 15 minutes and be back out on the trail ready to ride. We are running Super ATV 4-inch, 30% gear reducted portals on this, which I do have to upgrade the tires yet because we still are running a set of 32-inch tires on the machine. But this is like our suspension setup that I've ran for years. On all of my Polarises. I've never had an issue. I've never had a problem with the Keller ball joints. I've never ever bent or done anything to the Jake Moorhead A-arms. They are built heavy. They have great welds in them, and they're reinforced very well. And we just got done installing some DRT pod mount light brackets here. We run the DRT front bumper on this. It looks really good. Form and function on the machine looks really good. I don't like the Super ATV bumpers and stuff back in the day. You know, the tubular ones that went around and everything. I just think they kind of look stupid. I do kind of stay with aesthetics whenever I do build a machine. Like this one's all blue and gray. The factory color of it's blue. So we try to keep with the color theme of it to keep the buggy looking good. Because we do show it off. Of our capabilities of what we build, because we specialize in building them, but then also with the audio that we do in the buggies for our area around where we're at. The audio system that I'm building for it, I opted in to go with ES Mobile Audio because that guy, Jason Vickers, has built me audio in the past for my other machines, and it sounds amazing. So we opted to go back with Jason and use his audio pans that he has for the front and the back of the machine that's going to house 8 Rockford Fosgate 8-inch speakers in the roof, and then we have our 3 12-inch Rockford Fosgate P2 subs in the back. We do like trail audio. We do like, you know, cruising down the trail, you know, 15, 20 mile an hour, just listen to loud music. That's what I use as an escape. That's how I deal with stress. That's how I just get away from daily living and daily life, is I go to the woods, and when I go to the woods, I kind of party. That's what it is. It's a party, because I got LED lights inside that acts like a disco inside, so we do that. So I just wanted to talk about a few products that not everybody else is talking about, because everybody's building their Xpedition the same. They're using the same parts, they're using the same manufacturers because of what other people are saying for them to use. Now, you don't have to go use any of our products. You don't have to use anything that we recommend to you whatsoever for your build. You build how you want to build, because that's what I do. I don't use social influence to make my machine like somebody else's. But what I did want to say is instead of spending a lot more money for the same products that has the same warranty, that's actually built local in the US, that's why we choose what we do. So again, don't worry about social influence and stuff. Whenever you're building your buggy, you build your buggy how you want to. The same thing is everybody's like, oh, you got to have a clutch kit. You got to run a clutch kit. I recommend this one. I recommend that one. No, you don't. I never run a clutch kit. I had 35s that I'm going to put on this, and I'm not going to do anything with the clutching on it or the clutch kit in it, because of the simple fact that I'm running portals, that I have the gear reduction, that my clutch and my transmission can handle it. Now, for people that are putting long travel on and putting 35s on it, yes, you're going to need a clutch kit. And eventually, sooner or later, you're going to need transmissions. You're going to need gears. You're going to be busting gears, because the gears are not made to handle the tire rotated weight of the 35s, to sling the 35s. So just keep that in mind. And for somebody to say, that's bullshit, no, it's not. I've seen it. I work in the industry. I know the industry. I've built a lot of machines. 35s eventually is going to kill your transmission if you're not upgrading certain components with it. The same thing, if you have 35s and you trail ride it and you get stuck and you put it in 4-wheel drive, you best believe eventually that front drive shaft and the front differential is going to let go, because it cannot handle the rotated mass of the 35-inch tires with the weight combined with the wheel. They're not built for that. So those are just some things to keep in mind whenever you're building your machine or products that we use. If you need any help or anything like that, you can reach out to us through social media, which is YouTube. You can reach out to us on Facebook to be able to help you build your machine. We also have a website that is live that we're going to post down in the bottom of the description of the video. We do sell a lot of parts, and parts that we trust and brands that we trust to run on our machines on our website. We do run weekly sales. We do keep track of everything and everything like that. So you can check us out on there, and then also our forum, which we're also going to link at the bottom, and we also have a CFMOTO mods website coming out and a CFMOTO mods forum coming out, that we're publishing all of our knowledge and the industry's knowledge onto that forum, that you can search and find any products whatsoever that you need. The forum has been held up just a little bit because we had some issues with coding and everything else. We're working on it. We're getting that fixed. So until next time, guys, stay safe out on the trails. Keep building your buggy the way that you want to build it, and we'll see you on the next video.